Welcome back to the Go2Go podcast, man. Episode 30 this week. Cooked up some hot or nots for the NBA. We're going to talk about some of those recent injuries, a little playoff push. And then we're just going to talk a little bit about who we like in the combine this week. I think it gets started maybe Thursday. I think the O-linemen start the combine.
I think so. Next week. Or is it this week?
I think it's this week.
Thursday being tomorrow? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then...
Yeah, this weekend is the combine. Yeah.
So you're just going to touch on some players. Nothing too crazy. But without further ado, man, let's get into these hot or nots. I'll start us off. Got 3 of them this week for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, hot or not, Jokic will be the greatest big ever.
I'm going to say that's a hot take. Just because what he doesn't bring on the defensive side. Now, if you would have said the greatest offensive big ever, I can get behind that. But, I mean, there's just been so many dominant bigs that have been, great on both sides of the ball. I don't think people will allow him to surpass them just because, although he is, spectacular and brings so much on the offensive side of the ball, and he's probably the most complete offensive big, he does, kind of lack on the defensive end, and he makes up for it on the offensive side, but people still aren't going to, just ignore the fact that he's not the best on the defensive side of the ball. So if you said best offensive big ever, I could get behind that, but overall, he just lacks too much in the defensive categories.
I respect it. So I'm going to hit you up kind of with a follow-up. Jokic, 2 MVPs in a row, possibly in line for a third. The last player to do that?
So was it Bird?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Last player to win 3 MVPs in a row. Larry Legend.
Shout out to white boys, man.
Hot or not, the Ball family careers will be ruined by injuries.
Right now that's looking like not a hot take. Lonzo's done for the season. LaMelo just broke his ankle, so I mean, he's done for this season as well. So right now it's not looking too good, but I think next year LaMelo, he'll be back on the court. Lonzo, his is different. Like I don't know, this man been out for like 2 years straight, so it's tough to see. Hopefully he can make a full recovery and be back on the court next year. But I think LaMelo, he'll be straight next year. But, I mean, this is 2 years in a row where, those ankle injuries have kind of been, plaguing him. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. Maybe he can have, a Steph Curry-like turnaround in his career where the ankles are a big issue early on, but then, kind of just fades away. But I'm going to say that is a hot take just because you don't want to bank on injuries ruining people's career. But, I mean, it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, definitely. So this last one, man, this team has been getting a lot of buzz lately. How or not, the Knicks will make it out of the East.
Like, to the finals?
Yeah.
That's a hot take. I mean, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, they're both balling right now. Brunson especially, he was a great signing. He's playing like one of the best guards in the league, not even just in the East. He's balling. But, I mean, when you look at the East, I mean, there's just teams that are better than them over there. I mean, we could start with the obvious. The Bucks haven't lost in, like, I don't know how long. They're on, like, a 14-game win streak. Celtics, you know what they're capable of. They have a super deep lineup. I take the Sixers over them. Harden and Embiid, that duo is really tough. Who else? Like, the Cavs, like, Darius Garland, Darius Mitchell, they got the 2 bigs. Maybe if you want to, I mean, the Heat, Jimmy Butler, Bam, down the stretch, they got experience. They're one of the best teams in the league in those close games, one-score games. So there's a number of teams in the East I'd take over them now. Can they make it out of the first round? They get a favorable matchup, maybe. But honestly, I don't see a way the Knicks come out of the East.
Right now they'd be matched up with the Cavs. And the Bucks, they've won 15 in a row.
Like, them and the Cavs, I would take the Cavs, but I could see that series going 6 or 7. Like, They could have a chance.
Nah, I agree. Knicks, they're on a little 6-game win streak. But that's all the hot or nots I had.
All right, so I had 2 cooked up. first one is kind of, you asked me the Jokic one. It's kind of along the same thing. So with, recent news, I don't know if you saw what Kendrick Perkins said about Jokic the other night, and he just had his 100th career triple-double. Hot or not, Jokic is just stat padding at this point in his career.
I'm going to say not. I mean, or I'm going to say it's a hot take. I mean, he is on the Nuggets right now. They're sitting at number 1 in the West. So it's like, how can you call it stat padding when he's been doing this, not just this season, but basically, the whole point of his career. He's been out there dropping triple doubles. I think he's like 89 away from Westbrook to break the record. But I'm not going to say he's stat padding. He said that as a joke. I saw the clip of him saying that.
Yeah, no, Perkins said it like seriously, but then Jokic like responded like sarcastically to it. Yeah.
Shout out Perk, man, but he's got some questionable takes at times for sure. But Perkins, a guy who's totally the opposite, putting up 0 stats. I think he's a little bit jealous.
Yeah, and he tried to make the comparison between, when Russell was doing it, everyone was saying, oh, like, it's just stat padding, blah, 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 this and that. But, like, when Jokic does it, he gets praised. So, like, I don't know. The main difference is, like, Jokic is, like, the Nuggets are literally undefeated this season when Jokic has a triple-double. I think they are 24 or 25-0. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know they have at least, 20-plus wins a season whenever Jokic has a triple-double. And so my second one is, hot or not, with LeBron going down with his foot injury, the Lakers will not make the playoffs.
I thought about throwing that one in there. Right now, they're the 12th seed out of the play-in game. I'm going to say that they're not going to make the playoffs, so I'm going to say it's not a hot take at all. You look at them, 14.5 back of the Nuggets. Only half game behind the Trailblazers. Damian had to put up 71 the other night
to beat the Rockets.
Yeah. You look at AD. I don't know who said it. Someone was calling him washed. I think it was today or yesterday.
I think I did. Damn, I saw that. Who said
I forget
that?
who it was too.
I think it was Shaq.
It was Shaq.
Shaq said it.
Yeah, you're right.
He said he's falling off.
Yeah. And, I mean, you can't deny it. I think injuries play a part with AD. I mean, just 2 years ago, dominated in the finals against the Heat at the bubble. And it looked like the Lakers kind of had like a dynasty going with LeBron and AD as those cornerstones.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
not a dynasty. I mean, they had multiple champions.
Yeah, okay.
They had a little championship, maybe get 2 or 3 titles in that span.
I can get behind that.
And now we're sitting here talking about, are they going to make the playoffs? Like,
it's because LeBron traded everyone.
He traded everyone, but it's his, Robin hasn't been there in AD, so.
Bro, I was listening to I'm sorry to cut you off, but like, you just brought this up. I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast yesterday, and they were naming the Lakers roster like right before LeBron signed and like traded for AD and Westbrook. Bro, they had Brook Lopez. Who else? Jordan Clarkson was on that team. They had Lonzo. They had Julius Randle. Brandon Ingram was because he was a part of that trade. They had Caldwell Pope. KCP was on that team. Like, bro, a bunch of, role players now, or, good players now that, if they were on the Lakers team, you'd be like, bro, they're sitting at, the 3rd or 4th seed. Like, they're chilling in the West. But LeBron just ruined that roster, and now they're looking like they won't even make the playoffs.
I mean, you had to give up B.I. You could have kept Caldwell Pope, but
no, but I'm saying even if they didn't even bring in AD or Russ,
yeah,
it was just LeBron and all of those players around him.
Yeah,
I mean, they could legitimately be a title contender right now.
If you just have B.I. and Braun, I think them boys would be.
Right and then now, if they kept Brook Lopez, Brook Lopez is one of the main pieces over there on the Bucks in the East, bro.
He's playing the best ball of his career right now. Yeah, I could see the Lakers being at that 4 seed the Suns are at right now easy if they just had B.I. and Braun paired up. But, I mean, we're sitting here talking about a different story. AD's got to step up. Somebody's got Austin Reeves. That's about all they got.
I mean, it just sucks that Braun got hurt because especially with all the new trade acquisitions they have brought in, if everything went perfect for them, there was a chance they could make a run in the playoffs, but it was so LeBron dependent, and kind of we were just talking about them blowing up the roster. LeBron basically just made it like everything is on him now. Now, obviously, when he went to trade for AD, he was thinking like, okay, AD comes in and then I can take that step back and be the number 2, but he's injury prone, so it hasn't been that case. And now LeBron, in his 20th year, he's been like in the league as long as we've been alive. Like, he still has to be the number 1 option, and obviously all those miles, especially on his body, he's been to the finals and all the playoffs and all the minutes he's played. It's just taken away so much for him, so he can't really perform as the number 1 if he wants to be healthy going into the playoffs, where then he can step up. So it's just unfortunate because when he was healthy, Jared Vanderbilt, he was a great piece. He's been hooping for the Lakers. He had a really, really good game against the Mavs when they came back and won. D'Lo had a solid start, but he rolled the ankle. Reeves started getting it going. Beasley hitting the open shots, kind of what they've been missing. So it was starting to shape up to be a nice roster, but like I said, it was at this point in LeBron's career, it just became too LeBron dependent. Like, they're under 500 when LeBron doesn't play. So, I mean, he's 38 years old? Like, he needs to be on the court, and it's just not realistic at this point in his career.
A little D'Lo AD pick and roll action.
D'Lo should be coming back soon.
Yeah, he should. But I
Shit,
mean, that's their only hope. Maybe get into the play-in game. Because did they put a timetable on his return yet? I know he's going to lose like 4 weeks or something.
2 weeks, around 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, all they need is a play-in game. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but they get a play-in game. You got LeBron in a playoff game. Mm-hmm. He could win you a series just by himself.
And I know the West, like, there's a bunch of those teams that are like all like right there. They're together. It's like the Jazz, the Thunder, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Pelicans, right? Those 5 are like all like a few games within each other, right?
Yeah, from the Mavericks, the Lakers are 2.5 games behind. Mavericks is a 7th seed.
Mm-hmm. So out of those playing teams, who do you trust the most?
I don't even know, man. I might go. Man, the Pelicans, when they got to the playoffs last year, BI turned on another level.
But injuries just killed them.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, no Zion, Brandon Ingram's been in and out. It's just, they've been tough.
I mean, Dame in the playoffs, something you don't want to see either.
Dame hasn't. Come on, bro.
I'm just saying, in the playoffs, bro, you don't want to see him.
I mean, he doesn't want to see the Warriors. Like, what?
The Warriors are a 5 seed right now, so I don't think they'll be in the play-in. But I don't know, man. I kind of like – I don't even want to say the Jazz. I like none of these teams, to be honest. But if I'm going to pick –
had to pick one, bro.
I'm going to go with the T-Wolves, man. I'm not going to lie. I just like Ant a lot.
Yeah, but even losing, bro, they just can't close out games, fam. Yeah. It's been tough. Like, all of those teams are, like, there for a reason. Like, it's weird, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the Mavericks.
The T-Wolves just have no point guard. They have no one to run the offense, bro. Yeah. Every time I watch them, it's just like Anthony Edwards brings the ball down and it's just like him isoing and like just trying to drive to the basket and get a bucket. He has improved his playmaking and stuff like that, but it's just they don't have any real like. And they just got Mike Conley, which is a big help. He's going to be that person now, but outside of Mike Conley, they don't have like a person to really, really run that offense.
Mike Conley's a nice addition, adds that veteran leadership.
Yeah, but Cat's injured. When does Rudy Gobert ever play? Like, it's a lot of question marks. I just feel like they don't have enough. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, and Ant takes that next superstar step. Then maybe, but
so
right now,
who do you like in that play-in then? I mean, you could say the Mavs. But they're 1-3 right now with Kyrie.
Bro, the Mavs, I don't know. Oh, speaking on a whole nother topic, the Mavs, bro, I just thought of it. Your boy Westbrook, man. How about those Clippers? 0-3 since he's joined.
It's just 3 games. Like, bro, you're supposed to win every game. They'll turn it. Bro, you act like it was Westbrook's fault. Like,
bro, I was watching when they played the Nuggets, bro. They had to take Westbrook out, bro. Like, Westbrook, it was the reason the Nuggets ended up coming back and beating them in OT, bro. Like, he was in the game, like, bro, he just can't be on the floor during the crunch time, dog. Like, he just turns the ball over. Man, like, bro, you know what he's going to do,
I said he was a spark plug, bro. I ain't say fourth quarter. He's going to be the one and he's going to get a bucket.
Yeah, he was a spark plug, but that bitch busted, bro. The spark plug broke, fam. He had to take his ass out. But getting back to the question, who do I like in that plan? So the Mavs are what seed? Seven?
So you got Mavs, T-Wolves, Jazz, Pelicans, Blazers.
Damn, I'm probably just going. I think you got to say the Mavs, bro.
Yeah,
just because of Luka.
Talent.
Yeah, and Kyrie's there too. Like if they play any of those teams in the plan, like they might not be able to get a stop, but they definitely could score more points than them. So
yeah, bro, they've been atrocious defensively right now. Oh my gosh!
After they traded Dorian Finney-Smith, like they literally have no like perimeter defenders.
None.
Like they don't have anyone that can guard like any wings or guards.
Who's their big? Christian Wood? Is he running the 5?
Christian Wood. They also have what's his name? Josh Green. I'm pretty sure he's stepped up a little bit, but in terms of like they don't have like no real big like Christian Wood. Yeah, but I mean he's the offense. You know, he's kind of that stretch 5. He doesn't really like make a big defensive presence, so it's tough.
I like the Thunder to sneak into that playing game, man.
Bro,
shout out
low key the Jazz too, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jazz have been a pretty feisty team, bro. Damn, who did they play the other day?
So when you look at the Mavericks, like they got the superstar talent. You look at the Jazz, and it's like it's kind of just a bunch of guys going out there playing team ball.
No, the Jazz, bro. I watched. They beat somebody the other day, bro.
The Spurs?
Nah, the Thunder. Yeah. The Thunder. When Shai missed it at the buzzer. Fam, this man Walker Kessler, bro. Like in the last like minute, this man just turned up, fam. Like, bro. He couldn't be stopped, like grabbing old boards, like blocking shots down the stretch. And then, bro, I was talking to my boys about this at work, like Lauri Markkanen, like fam, like his shot, bro, like he's one of those players, like when he shoots the ball, like you just think it's going in, bro, like every single time. Like every time he shot it, like he pulled up from the top, like he just shot it. I'm like, oh, that's wet, bro, like that's going in, like that's cash. And every time he hit, bro, down the stretch. And then you got THT on the other hand, ISOing, and when he shot it, it's like, all right, where's Walker Kessler boxing out for the rebound? Like, this is not going in. But the Jazz, they're a nice team, bro. They got people that can hit shots down the stretch. Jordan Clarkson, he'll give you 20 any night. You know, he's an offensive spark plug. Lauri Markkanen, he's an all-star. We know what he can do. That game, he also caught a body on a oop. That shit was crazy. And then Walker Kessler, he stepped up super, super big. I think he has like 3 games with 7+ blocks this season. He's like the only person to have that. I could be wrong, but I think it's 3
this
games
season
with 7.
or
yeah, this season.
Oh, okay.
Of like at least 7 blocks.
I was about to say, you know who did that?
Who?
Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, that's when he was talking about boost my 2K rating.
Triple double blocks. But that game you were talking about, he dropped 43 against the Thunder, Markkanen 43 and 10 boards.
Yeah, him and Shea were going back and forth. Your boy Kelly O hit a clutch 3 too. I think to tie it up.
That is not my boy.
But the Jazz just they don't have like any, like you just said, they don't have any like superstars and no like real huge names, but they got like 3 or 4 guys that down the stretch when you need a bucket, you can give it to them and they'll deliver. So I think they are a sneaky good team, and I think they're better defensively than the Mavs. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's the NBA, so just give me the best player, bro. Like that's really all. Yeah, I was about to say
they play collective team basketball. Like when you look at it, you want to put a good team out there. Just look at the Jazz. Like
yeah, and they fit well too.
They're 1 game below 500, but yeah, they're doing their thing. KD's suing up tonight, man. You saw him just right jumping around.
Yeah. That's the video I saw right before we started.
I was looking for it. I saw that. I was like, yo, KD's suing up. First Suns game. Right now they're sitting at the 4 seed. Nuggets got a 5.5 game lead over the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies just smoked the Lakers last night, dog.
bro, when you look at the Nuggets,
Ja had 39, 10, and 10, bro.
Talking about Ja, man.
Yeah, speaking of Ja,
That news just broke today.
yeah, he's about to get a RICO case.
What was I about to say? What was it? The Nuggets on the road, 16-15, 28-4 at home. So clear home court advantage.
Yeah, them and the Warriors too. Warriors are only winning at home. They just had 2 comeback wins. They were down 23, I think, last night. Came back and won at home against Portland.
The Grizzlies 11-18 on the road. The Warriors are 25-7 at home, but 7-23 on the road.
Can't win on the road.
That's crazy. Trying to see if there's a good road team in the NBA right now.
I think
the Kings 18-13.
Not in the West, really.
18-13 on the
That's
road.
probably
I'll
the
take
best
that.
record in the West.
Celtics are
Celtics
20-11. Yeah, Bucks 18-12. Knicks 18-12. Yeah. So those are the best road teams.
Yeah,
I mean,
the West is a lot more like you just never know, dog.
I'll find in the West.
You better hope you find in a courtroom.
Bro, I don't get it.
Name.
Yeah. Free Ja. Nah, I don't know. But
Free Ja.
Dog, that LaMelo injury, he's barely been on the court all year. I don't know what the Hornets do because they're just bad. And if he's not on the court, they might as well be the Pistons because they're only 5 games ahead of them. And those are probably 5 games won by LaMelo.
Probably.
Like, same for the Magic, bro. It just 26-36. Paolo's probably gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Although I think the Magic's future is a lot brighter than the Hornets
for sure.
Yeah.
The Pistons, I mean, you know, your
Arguably
number one overall pick.
Arguably a few teams over
down.
than them, maybe too.
Over,
like, who would you rather be, like the Magic right now or like the fucking Bulls, bro?
The Magic.
Yeah, or like the Magic or like the Wizards, bro.
Come on, bro. They're the 10th seed. They're in a playing game right now.
Well, I'm saying, but in terms of like,
nah, bro.
the future,
I'll take somehow the Magic, because that Wizards, bro. I mean, that team's just Bradley Beal's getting up there with age.
He's getting up there with money too, bro. He's like fucking super
if it's not Kuzma just hitting a sidestep, step back 3 to win the game, like
Porzingis, he'll give you a cool little double, but he's getting up there in age too.
Yeah, bro. Porzingis was supposed to be that guy over there in Dallas.
Bro, he was in New York for a couple of seasons, but he had that injury. He tore his ACL, I believe.
He was supposed to be the OG Luka. But
bro, him and Luka had a nice little connection. They traded his ass, bro.
I mean, come on. It really, like, bro, I was watching.
Just a better version of Christian Wood, bro. Like, it's literally like, that's what he is.
Yeah.
He brings more to the defensive side of the ball as well.
Christian Wood's just probably a little bit more athletic. That's about it.
That's it.
But I was watching it. Some better. I think the line was maybe 17.5 points for Porzingis. Took the over. Porzingis dropped 16 in the first quarter and didn't score until the end of the game with 2 minutes left.
That's sick.
I was like, bro, how you drop 16 in a quarter and you go 2.5 quarters without getting 1 point?
You know, it's the Wizards. They were probably getting smoked.
I don't even know, but I thought that was hilarious. Bro, would you rather be the Pacers or the Magic?
That's actually a good question. I know the Pacers have Halliburton right now, and they got Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. They just signed to an extension.
And they got a Benedict.
Benedict Mathurin, the rookie.
Yeah.
Good 6-man. Honestly, I'd be the Magic, bro. I'd bank on that Paulo upside. Franz comes along, develops a little bit more. Markelle Fultz, he's quietly turned around his career in Orlando. He's been playing a lot better as of recently. So right now I'd bank on that Paolo upside over with him being better than everyone on the Pacers right now. I go Magic.
Bro, who's the third?
And they have they're probably gonna get a lot of they're gonna get a lot of repick this year too. So.
Oh yeah, so talk about missing that 2017 draft, which was Fultz and Lonzo, both of them who've dealt with injuries their whole career so far. Jason Tatum was at third pick in that draft. So the Celtics definitely get their money's worth on that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Them getting Jaylen Brown and Tatum back to back. Boy, they finessed the fucking Nets, boom.
That was for that.
That was from the KG package, like the big three: KG, Paul Pierce, all them.
Big three.
Yeah. The original super team.
Nah, that was the Heat. Or was the Nets before? Nah.
That was the Celtics.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the Celtics, the
when they
super
had
team.
KG,
Yeah, the
Paul
big
Pierce,
three.
Ray Allen, shit,
Rondo. That's when Rondo was just a menace. And he could actually shoot, but they had some other pieces in there.
Yeah, Big Baby,
Sam
Cassell coming off the bench,
Eddie House.
Eddie House. Oh my gosh.
There are a couple more, bro.
White Mamba on that team.
Yeah, he was Scalabrini.
Yeah,
I used that team. That was my 2K team, bro.
Damn, that had to be everyone's 2K team. They were so good.
Dog, you know I want to use the Heat. Brother was picking the Heat, bro, trying to drop me off with Michael Beasley.
Beasley, oh my gosh.
Bro, I was
that's a name.
I was watching, I don't know what I was watching, but it was Carmelo and bro, he was just on a podcast and his son was watching the game and he was like, "Dad, how's Ben Simmons in the league and you're not?" He was like, "What?"
I mean, that's real.
He was like, "Well, son, some things just like aren't meant to be." I don't know what he said, bro, but so that's a good point, bro. What is Ben Simmons really doing now? Like, our team's really still banking on him?
Not really, bro. The Nets coach just came out like last week, like a few weeks ago, like was in a press conference, literally like, we can't play this guy. Like, he literally was like, he doesn't fit in our rotation, like with anybody.
How you average 27 minutes but 6.9 points?
Fam, ever since that Atlanta series, bro, just passed open the wide open dunk, bro.
All mental?
Fam, you just never been the same, kid. You know, having like dudes like Embiid and Jimmy in that locker room who just, fam, they're not gonna take none of that shit. He not built for it, fam.
Bro, they probably ripped him. Bro, what was Simmons? What year was he drafted?
He was 2016.
Yeah. I'm trying to look who else was on that draft class.
He went number 1, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Most win shares. So it's Sabonis, Siakam.
Mitchell was in that draft too, wasn't he?
Jaylen Brown, B.I., DeJounte. Yeah, B.I. went 2. Chris Dunn. Buddy Hields had a better career. Jamal Murray. Even Denzel Valentine might have had a better career.
Denzel Valentine.
Malik Beasley.
No, that's crazy. Bro, I'm taking Ben Simmons over Denzel Valentine.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Denzel Valentine shooting like air balls from fucking 30 feet. You see that one clip? We like heat check and like he pulled up an air ball like a few years ago. That shows.
Oh yeah.
When he was on the Bulls. Yeah. He's not even in the league right now. Or he might be. I don't know. Yeah. I doubt he is though.
George Niang. I'll take him over Ben Simmons.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, shit. Just looking, bro. Like, it's a lot of people I'd take. Zubac. Second round.
Yeah.
Nah. Karis LeVert.
Caris LeVert's fucking ultimate fire and ice player. One night he's giving you 25, the next night you got 7.
His son's really drafted Dragon Bender.
That's a name. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You got anything else hoops related you want to?
I think we pretty much covered everything going on right now.
Yeah. So the combine coming up. I put down 3 players that I kind of like. I mean, not really kind of like, but that I'm looking for the Browns. Neither of my teams have a first round draft pick this year, which is crazy. I won't even be watching. Like,
Bro, I saw. Did you see? I might have seen that the Browns are trying to restructure Deshaun's contract.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna restructure his contract. Bro, going into the offseason, like every Browns fan knows that they literally need to restructure his contract for this season.
Damn, I saw it was like he's gonna have like a $54 million cap hit.
Well,
That's nuts.
They're cutting John Johnson, so that frees up $9 million right there.
That's $9 million compared to 54.
Yeah.
Got a ways to go, buddy.
So first off, Jalen Carter, do you think he's gonna slide back in the draft? Like,
bro, until everything comes out, bro, like I don't know if he like. There's potential like he might not get drafted. Like if it's like I don't want to like compare it or say like anything, but like worst case, like this could be like a Henry Ruggs situation, you know? Like, and apparently I saw reports saying like he lied to the police, saying he was like a mile away when the accident happened, when in reality he was like right there with them. So like they might have like reports saying they might have been like racing or something like that. I'm not too sure. Hopefully it's nothing, you know, that serious. It's a very tragic situation. 2 people lost their lives, you know. It's horrible. But in terms of, you know, Jalen Carter, his draft stock, like, I mean, there's people saying he could go number 1. Like, he's not leaving the top 5. But now it's, like, I don't know. Could we see, like, a Jeffrey Simmons situation, you know, when he slid down to, like, the middle towards the late of the first round? Maybe. But I mean, right now I think it's just too early to tell. Like, there's a warrant out for his arrest. Like that's not good. So I think his draft stock definitely slides, but how much, there's really no telling until everything shakes out. Cause like there's a potential like he just doesn't get drafted.
I think he does. I mean, the worst. I mean, I'm not a fucking lawyer or a fucking public, I don't know, attorney, whatever, bro. I mean, it's not like he was the one driving the car, but I mean, he definitely was with them.
But like, what if he hit him or like now this is all speculation, but like, what if he's the one like that swerved like made him crash, like, or if he hit that car or like whatever, like that's what I'm saying. You gotta wait till like all like the full details, everything comes out.
You just take a look at his Trackhawk, bro. See if they got any work done to it.
Yeah, that's what he was whipping.
Yeah, bro. I forget what the other person was driving, but I mean, stupid, but just in general,
yeah,
drunk, going 100 plus, and the person you were racing was in a Trackhawk. Like, it's just not much you're
like,
gonna win against that.
Drunk, like that's all that shit like come into play. Like, fam, it literally could be like.
Well, the other person had a .2 blood alcohol level. The one that crashed the car, the girl.
The girl's driving. I thought the girl was just in the car.
Nah, I thought she was driving. I mean, either way.
Like, yeah, I don't all the details not really out yet. So,
but
I mean, it's definitely going to affect this draft stock.
Yeah, I think it was like right now, like if he really didn't play a part, I think it's like a misdemeanor for street racing or whatever. But nah, he probably definitely was intoxicated. All speculation though, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, top 5 draft pick. I mean, I kind of thinking like Laramie Tunsil, but like obviously not to the magnitude. But Laramie Tunsil draft night, he fell like 6-7 spots to the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like
I said, like Jeffrey Simmons, that was the name coming out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. Montez Sweat kind of had that same situation.
Yeah.
Not a good look for Mississippi State.
Not at all.
I'm
I
trying to
mean,
think of like players that just fell, bro. Oh no, it's not really. It's a tough situation.
yeah. So I mean, some of the names I was looking at for the draft, I saw the Browns. They might go for Elijah Moore, possibly from the Jets. You know, he wasn't happy.
Well, now that Zach Wilson's not his quarterback, maybe he's a little more happy.
But I think I talked about it before. Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee is definitely
Gonna be fast.
yeah. Right now he's projected late first, early second, possibly. But
unless he runs like a crazy number, I don't think he'll go first round.
Yeah, neither do I. I think he's second round. So
Especially
Browns are picking, I think, 41st overall.
Him in that Tennessee offense, it was that whole scheme was kind of like not like people were just open. Like he didn't really have to make like contested catches. He wasn't really like running a diverse route tree. He's just using his speed running past people. Like in the NFL, that doesn't really work unless you're like Tyreek Hill or something. So I mean, he'll be fast. He'll have like the tools and stuff. It's just he's gotta become a better receiver.
I like Josh Downs from
UNC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
a slot guy,
but yeah, shifty. He'll be fast too.
Downside was his hands, and obviously has no blocking ability or strength. So I mean, for a slot guy, that's kind of important blocking, but especially in a Browns offense.
Yeah, when they run the ball 30 times.
Hopefully they do, because Kevin Stefanski just announced that he is calling plays once again this year.
You want to be running the ball 30 times when you're paying your quarterback that much money.
No, but I mean, he never even ran the ball 30 times. So even when you had Jacoby Brissett or Baker Mayfield, like.
Well, hopefully he keeps it that way, because now you want to throw the ball because you have what you believe is a top quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but you're also playing in Cleveland in the wintertime. You're going to need to run the ball 30 times a game. But we'll see what he does. I don't know. This is his year to make or break. And then I kind of like Parker Washington a little too, possibly. I'm trying to get a receiver help. They ended up getting Elijah Moore. Then we go to that defensive and address either the tackle position or linebacker. Because the Browns are trying to go for Jesse Bates right now, I believe. And the Dolphins trying to go for Jordan Poyer. So
Dolphins trying to get Ramsey.
I like that, bro. I mean, I don't know, bro, because then you just got two aging corners.
Yeah, but if Ramsey can give you that kind of, Stephon Gilmore type season, where when he won Defensive Player of the Year, he was like 29-30 for the Patriots. He was an older corner, but still gave you that like elite production.
Yeah, for sure. Who you like?
For the Eagles, I've been seeing, reports and stuff. They were saying Bijan Robinson at 10 for us. I don't know if
you got two first rounds, right?
We do, yeah. We have pick 10 and then pick was it 29?
Yeah.
So if we took Bijan at 29, I'd be happy. Like I think, he's a great talent. We're gonna let Miles Sanders walk. But just today, I think, who was it? Was it Howie? It might have been, but no, they're doing all the interviews and stuff at the combine. Reports coming out saying that Kenneth Gainwell is going to be like the focal point of our backfield, which I'm not mad about. He's stepped it up. You saw how good he was down the stretch for us, including the playoffs. So I think Kenneth Gainwell has a lot of upside. So ultimately, I think with that number 10 pick, honestly, if they went, the classic Howie route, he wants to address the trenches. So bringing an offensive lineman, I wouldn't be too mad. There's a few decent ones, and I think at pick 10 you'll probably get the best pick of the bunch. There's Skoronski, I believe, from Northwestern, if I'm not mistaken. He's kind of like, the Rashawn Slater prototype, where short arms, but he's very, very technically sound. So, coming into a program or a team like Philadelphia, where we just produce, the best online, he'll be a plug and play. And, you got a lot of question marks. Lane Johnson, how healthy will he be after this injury? He's getting kind of older. Isaac Seumalo, he's a free agent if you let him walk, especially with Skoronski. He played tackle in college, so those shorter arms, plug and play at guard. he'd be able to slide in. Jason Kelsey getting up there in age, so there's some questions. But honestly, if I was making the pick, I'd look at the defense side of the ball and I'd look at corner. James Bradbury, he's a free agent. He had a really good season, so someone's probably going to give him a lot of money that Philly probably won't match. Big play Slay, he's on, north of 30, like 32, 31. So how many years do you have left in him realistically? And at pick 10, you're probably going to have, your first or second best corner prospect on the board. I think the Lions pick number 6, and they're kind of set up to take a corner. So someone like Christian Gonzalez, who I think is really good, tall, rangy corner from Oregon, super athletic. They're saying, he might run in the low 4.3s, 4.4s. That'd be super nice on the outside. The corner from Illinois, Witherspoon, I believe. He's supposed to be a really, really nice physical corner. So just addressing that secondary, and I wouldn't even hate the nickel out of Alabama, I believe, Branch.
Brian Branch.
Brian Branch, yeah. He's kind of like Chauncey 2.0, play safety, put him in the slot. He could play nickel. Just more help in the secondary I wouldn't be mad about. So, I mean, I would like to address defense more than anything. Because, I mean, we saw what happened in the Super Bowl. Defense is what we needed. You can, and then, if you want to bring in a D lineman, kind of help buff up that pass rush. At pick 10, I mean, if this is crazy, we just talked about Jalen Carter, but if he slides down and it's nothing too crazy, I mean, why not take a top generational, or I don't know, not generational, but a top prospect, blue chip player at 10. If he slides, I mean, why not? But I mean, Will Anderson won't be there, so you're probably looking at guys like Luke Van Ness, Tyree Wilson will probably be off the board. Super athletic edge rusher from Texas Tech. But, I mean, ultimately, the Eagles I just want them to keep doing what they're doing. How they keep doing what they're doing, man. Build through the trenches. And then, he likes to we'll take corner, we'll take secondary, receiver, running back down the board. But that's what I would like to see Eagles address.
They got the Eagles taking Gonzalez 10, 6'2", 201. So definitely lengthy in that. What was it? I think you said Branch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6 foot 193. So hybrid role.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you this: they got Anthony Richardson. His draft stock's been kind of just booming for the past couple of weeks. First, it was like maybe he's a late first rounder.
First, it was he should have went back to college.
Yeah. And he's a project. To now, they got him ahead of Will Levis, who they think is going to be pick number 8 to the Bucks. And
I can see that. But I also just saw a video. I don't know if you saw it, but I don't know. It was somebody in the Bucks organization. It might have been like their GM or owner or whatever. But they were talking about how they believed in Kyle Trask and was like, he had 2 years behind Brady. He's learning how to be a pro. Everything's set up for him. He's our, we believe in him, stuff like that.
That led to them bringing out Kyle Trask's last numbers at Florida, and he had better numbers than Joe Burrow, statistically. Yeah. I think he had more yards, 2 less picks, and 4 more tutties or something like that. But
Joe Burrow at LSU?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. His numbers were better, but
Kyle Trask
that
was
team didn't
balling,
win.
though. No, he didn't.
But I do want to say this: why the hell do I got to get ESPN Plus for Mel Kiper mock draft?
Man, I'm gonna be real, bro.
He's the worst person.
You're doing yourself a favor not spending that bread to watch it.
I'm just saying, bro, why would you do that?
Fam, they just trying to do anything they can to make a buck off the big name. But a lot of people now are kind of realizing you don't just need because bro, forever it was Mel Kiper was the name for draft. But now as more people learn about the game and a lot more social media is making it a lot more accessible. Fam, you can find the same quality, if not better, content in terms of mock drafts and prospect grading and stuff like that, everywhere on the internet. They're ESPN's they're 4 years too late on trying to make money off Mel Kiper Jr.'s name. Like, his name doesn't hold any weight anymore in terms of like draft prospects. I mean, obviously, you know what he does. Like, they're professionals and stuff like that, but there's a bunch of other people, bunch of other stuff out there to where you can get the same amount of content for free and you don't have to pay for ESPN Plus.
Yeah. This mock's got... Nah, I agree with you. Anthony Richardson, 9. It's going to be interesting to see with that combine. Like you said, bro. See
you
what
think
these
Anthony
guys...
Richardson runs?
Probably not.
Is he pull a Lamar? Or does he run like Justin Fields? Fields ran. Yeah.
I mean, I want to see him run. Like, I kind of want to see what his 40 time is. Yeah. But I think for him, like, might just be better to sit back and let his stock keep going up. Like,
yeah,
just come out there and throw. Like, we know he can run.
Yeah, he's a project right now, but you got to think, fam, like, the last few project quarterbacks that went early, like those are the quarterbacks that are, like, you know, big time right now. Like, all these quarterbacks that went super, like, that are winning right now, like, they were considered projects.
I mean, yeah, Hurts, definitely a project.
Hurts was a project. Mahomes was a project. He ain't go to number 10.
Nah, yeah. I mean,
Josh Allen, his rookie year, he couldn't throw the ball.
Hey, he might still not be able to throw the ball.
But he's definitely improved to a franchise quarterback. Like, you can have your opinions, and I'm not as high on Josh Allen as everyone else as well, but I can still agree he's a franchise quarterback, and I take him over a lot of quarterbacks in this league right now.
Yeah.
Shit, Lamar was a project. He went the last pick of the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think that was like a project. That was just like sort of his play style, like people weren't buying into.
Which would be considered a project because you had to like mold it or build off that play style that no one really has since, you know. I get what you're saying though. Yeah,
it makes sense, bro. But yeah, I'm excited to see get these guys out on 40. But as we all know, man, 40 the stopwatch doesn't show what film does. So don't get caught up in the mix with the combine height with the John Ross speed, stuff like that. But nonetheless, it's going to be good to see them boys in Indy getting some work in, see the quarterbacks throw, these receivers run their routes.
The quarterback should be fun this year.
Yeah, I mean, you got
the top prospects,
4 quarterbacks going in top 10 picks right now, projected, I think. Levis, Richardson, Bryce Young.
Levis and Richardson probably can throw that bitch down there 70. Yeah. Bryce Young, he's little. Like, I'm probably bigger than him, but he got an arm, though. I don't got an arm. He could throw that bitch now.
Yeah, so I'm excited, man. I don't know.
And C.J. Stroud, he could toss it too. He's hella accurate. It'll be fun, bro.
So you got 4 quarterbacks that could go.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like the Baker Mayfield draft when they had 5 QBs go in the first round.
What was that, 2018?
18,
wasn't it?
8.
It was, because Baker went and Saquon went number 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, you know, your boy Chosen Rosen was in that draft. Fam, Josh Allen, Lamar.
Bro, that was like the first ever, like, bro, like, fam, I was bodying on Josh Rosen, bro. I'm not going to lie,
we
bro.
know. Yeah. That was one you can't get back.
That was like my worst, like, player buy-in ever, dog. I thought Josh Rosen was gonna be nice, bro. I really did.
I think we all miss with some.
I think the nickname kind of blinded me, bro. That shit is just so hard. Chosen Rosen. That shit.
I like that. Yeah, it is. I can't deny that. But we're gonna see where these QBs land. I really. It's
probably gonna be really. This Jalen Carter news kind of shakes shit up, bro. Because now you probably might see a team like you just said, the Bucks jumping up into the first round, like into the top of the first round. Like teams that really, really need a quarterback gonna have to jump up now because that's another player kind of off the board in terms of top talent, top picks. Like now it's like outside of Will Anderson, there's no really like blue chip, like super, super top player in this draft outside of a quarterback. Like there's a drop off, you know.
And we're going to see kind of like what shakes up. Do the Bears probably take Will Anderson, number 1?
No, if you the Bears, you got to trade back, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's definitely gonna be some draft day movement. They're gonna be picking up those phones.
Coming before the draft too.
Like, yeah, for sure. Like
when the Dolphins traded with the Niners, that was before the draft, wasn't it? Like a few days before.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 days
when
before.
They took Trey Lance. Yeah.
And so it's gonna be that was a good draft before they started drafting.
That what was that?
That was
21.
Yeah,
2021, right?
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't Tua. That's when they took it was 2020.
When Trey Lance got drafted.
Yeah, it's 2020. Cause he sat out his whole first year. No,
yeah, he did.
He barely played, and then 22 is this year. Yeah, so it's 20 because it was COVID, and they picked Trey Lance. The draft was late, and that was the mock draft we just did.
Yeah, I didn't I take him, I think.
Or was it?
I don't know. I think it might be 21, bro.
It was 21. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he was...
Yeah, he was 21.
And
he was a year after, yeah.
That was Trevor Lawrence, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's T-Law's class.
And Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac late first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, 21. It went... Damn, I don't know. I could probably name them if I had the teams, but I don't got the teams. I know Trevor Lawrence went 1. Zach Wilson went 2.
That was that draft class.
And then Trey Lance went 3. So it was 3 quarterbacks. And
I think Trey Lance went 4.
Went 4.
Yeah.
Damn, so who was number 3? What team had that pick?
3? Oh, no, yeah. Trey Lance was 3.
Yeah.
Falcons 4.
Falcons had pick number 4?
Yeah.
They take a lineman?
Nah. Highest drafted at his position ever. Kyle Pitts.
Oh, I forgot all about Kyle Pitts. Yeah.
Bengals, Jamar. Dolphins, Waddle. Penei
Sewell to the Lions.
JC's, Pat. Your boy Smitty.
Fields JC 11. JC and Pat Surtain was what?
8 and 9. Yeah. I mean, this is we're going to do this 21 mock draft next week. So, I mean, it's just a little warm up.
No, this draft was deep as fuck, bro. Yeah. They had some players in this draft.
Oh, my God, bro. We did 20 the year before. Talk about misses, bro, with the Vegas Raiders, dog. Alex Leatherwood.
Fam, you see these trends, bro. Teams just don't pick good, bro.
Oh, that's hilarious. Nah, this is a good draft, man. I like this draft. Yeah, I'm excited. But that's all I got. You got anything you want to add, man?
Nah, that pretty much wraps everything up. Come back next week with the draft. Talk about the combine. Some more NBA news.
Yeah, and then we got to do our NBA award predictions too. That's something I forgot about.
Oh yeah, we got to do that too.
Yeah,
we're gonna do a regular mock draft too. Well, we'll do that closer to the draft.
Closer. What's that? May
for this upcoming draft. No, it's in April.
April. Yeah. No, it's April.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do a mock draft for sure.
We'll do it after the combine. Once teams get stuff.
Yeah. Once we get a couple more. When we get like a week or two from the draft, we'll hit it with that.
Let some news develop.
Yeah, see what's going on with Carter.
Shake out.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, if he there at 10, I might take his ass.
I'm taking him. But nonetheless, man.
He slides to the second round for the Browns.
No chance. But we'll see. The Browns might shake something up. I don't know. Definitely not. But nonetheless, man, Goal2Go on YouTube, Goal2Go Pod on TikTok. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate the love. Coming back 2021 draft next week. We excited. Till then, catch y'all.